All right. It's been a long trip. Can't believe in February I left to go back home to Jamaica from Cleveland. And 10 days I had to leave from Jamaica to Florida. Get trapped for like 2 days in Florida because of the airlines, whatever. From Florida to New York, do the Nintendo Switch anniversary. Leave with C&D from New York to Atlanta, driving. Hang out with C&D and his boys, 7 and their crew in Atlanta. Shout outs to those guys for holding me down in Atlanta. And now from Atlanta to California for the Kong off. Gotta go deal with the whole Billy Mitchell situation, see what turns out from that. And then after that is from California to Florida. Stop over, go check out Billy's Arcade, Rob and the rest of the crew. And then finally from Florida back to Jamaica, where I can be home with my wife and just chill. These traveling, man. I really gotta cut down on this. Next stop, Cali. Okay, so it's kind of late. It's like around 9 o'clock right now, and I'm in the car with Steve Sanders.
Hello.
Hey guys. So Steve Sanders is one of the Donkey Kong experts. You wrote a book on him, right?
I did.
Yeah, you wrote a book on Donkey Kong, and a lot of the champions you see today, telling you without that manual they wouldn't be as good as they are now. I'm like, obviously they're a little bit better now because they have today's technologies and resources, but that manual was like the Bible on how to play Donkey Kong. Anyway, so we're heading to Arcade Expo in Bannon. That's where they're hosting the Kong off, and there we're going to see a whole bunch of other Donkey Kong champions and players. Billy Mitchell is there, Joel West, Richie Knuckles, Walter Day, and many more. So alright guys, we are here at Arcade Expo. This is the home of the Kong Off 6. Steve Sanders went ahead to go check out Billy and stuff like that. Before I catch up with Billy, Walter, and the rest of the gang, I'm going to actually do a little quick tour. Let's see what this place is made of. It's considered to be the pinball museum for California, if not the world. Let's check it out. That was a lot of pinball games. Let's check out the arcades now. Hey honey, our favorite game! Dig Dug! And those are so many arcade games, man. Well, let's take a look at the Donkey Kong section where the Kong off is being held at. Alright guys, so now that we've covered the place, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to all of the players. I got a list of people that I actually want to interview, get their thoughts on the Kong off and some other interesting topics to talk about. So let's see who we're going to run into first.
All right, just so you know, not a one of the 8 guys was grabbing the bottom hammer. They were all being conservative, so what you guys are doing emulates, if that's a good word, what the other guys were doing. And sir, I was reminiscent of Jeff Wolf. He was down 2 men to Jeff Wilms, and he was point pressing. He was crazy, but he just kept going, and eventually he came out on top, so I didn't know what was going to happen there.
Thanks. Well,
you don't have to say anything nice about Jason, but if you want to, you can.
Well, congratulations. My problem in this game was I dumped my first guy on the first screen, and it was just kind of a windfall from there. I was on life support for most of the game, so.
I'm not saying I like to hear that, but the truth is, most people don't realize it. Most players lose many guys early. When a game gets going, it's multiple starts.
Right. Hey, when I come to Boston, by the way, maybe we'll go to a game together. This is on my bucket list. I've never gone to Foxborough. I've never seen I've never seen an NFL game at all.
Okay, guys, I am here with arguably, actually, statistically, but based on facts right now, the greatest Donkey Kong player of the times. He's also the current world record holder for Donkey Kong, and my favorite to be the actual Kong of 6 champion. We are here with Robbie Lake. So let's do this interview with Robbie Lakeman at the Kong Off. How are you actually here at the Kong Off?
I'm doing pretty good, feeling pretty good about my game. The first game was pretty short, so that'll hopefully help me later in the later rounds when fatigue really starts to set in.
Okay, where's your standing so far?
I'm the #1 seed, so right now I'm just waiting for either Steve Wiebe or Dan Dock to win, and I'll be playing one of them.
Okay, so but you're in the semifinals right now, #1 seed.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. What do you expect in the finals?
Well, I'm hoping to expect myself in the finals, but there's a lot of great competitors here. There's Jeff Wolf, there's Jason Wade, there's a few other really consistent players that can drop a kill screen at any moment. So it's still really anyone's game. I like my chances, so whoever I meet in the finals, they'll have their work cut out for them, hopefully, so we'll see what happens.
So as you already know, there's a controversy about Billy Mitchell's score in Donkey Kong and whether or not it was played on main or if it was arcade. What's your thoughts about the entire dispute?
Well, part of the dispute is I'm kind of in between a lot of people right now, so I haven't looked at all the evidence. I know there's enough to support both sides. My friends are on both sides, so either way I'm always going to support my friends. So I mean, if the community decides that the score is fine, that's cool. If not, it's either way. I'm friends with everybody at the end of the day. We're all in this hobby together. It's for fun. It should be for fun. But as long as it doesn't go too far and nothing really personal gets involved, then it is what it is. But no, I don't really have an opinion, or I don't really have a side to choose from at this point. But
okay.
Yeah, as long as everyone's civil and we somehow get to a conclusion, I mean, I'll support either way.
All right. Now, what would be your ideal end scenario to the entire situation? What would Robbie Lakeman like to see in the end?
What would I like to see in the end?
Yeah.
I would just like to see a definite answer, because I think that's really what's bugging people the most, is that there's no definite answer. And I think that's really just what people want to conclude to, and I think that's why it kind of got escalated. We're not at the conclusion yet, and I just want to see the conclusion. That's really what I want, just to move forward.
Okay, and what about the part of you being the champion in the end?
It's great to be on top. That's really what I'm focusing on the most, more than anything else, is my own game, and really just trying to see how many points I can get out of this game. That's really my main goal.
Okay, good job.
Yeah.
I'm actually, like I said, I'm hoping for you to win. Nice talking to you, Robbie.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later in the finals.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
I wonder what the
That high score is massive.
Yeah. Let's see if I can play like this.
Yeah, it's a new challenge.
Yeah.
Wow, you think?
Donkey Kong. There's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DKs on there. So I'm gonna be getting like 7 barrels.
Wow, Trippy, LSC, man. You behind the oil can? Like, where are you?
Yeah, I don't know where I am. That's the thing. Okay, so I hit the one on the pot.
I didn't beat you on this.
So every single time I do an awards ceremony,
Yeah.
I seem to always make one mistake.
Is my name spelled wrong?
No, no,
Did you
no.
mispronounce my name on there?
See this card?
Yeah.
Have you seen this yet?
I remember seeing it earlier, yeah.
Okay.
But I forgot I saw it.
Okay. Well, essentially, that card is printed, and that card is in a big pile on my living room floor, and not in my suitcase.
You gotta mail it to me?
So I'm gonna mail them to you.
Okay.
But we want, and Billy Mitchell might even bother to sign these, you know.
You know, I don't really sign things for people.
You can use Walter's back.
Yeah.
And dot the I. Really
Yeah, and
hard.
I got you doing your usual self here.
Okay. So could you do a photograph?
What are those cheerleaders doing nowadays? Have they ever come back to any events?
Two of them came back.
And this one started also.
Oh, cool.
So why don't you hold this, and we're gonna do a photo with you in the middle. Billy, get on that side.
All right.
Who's Triforce? Who's gonna win this contest?
What, the tie contest?
First, yeah, done tonight. Well, fastest to tie.
Actually, I think it'll be a tie. All right, I'm stopping right now.
That's a good one.
A kill screen. So, being a teacher, knowing the value of education, and being an engineer, the premier thing, West Point, is engineering. So that's my son. But what happened was, my son came across somebody we lost.
Yeah, right over there.
Oh.
Willie Rail.
Sergeant Willie Rail.
Students, right?
Yeah. And so he walked up to my son, hey! And it was pretty cool. So I sent Willie Rail this, you know, for appreciation for his service and all that stuff. It was pretty cool.
What's your son's name again?
Same as me.
It's Bill. Oh, okay, Billy Jr. Oh, is that how he knew it? I was going to say, how does he know your son?
Yeah.
He had a class
Absolutely.
with him? He had a class with him or something?
No, he was at basic training.
Oh, so they knew.
And the upperclassmen are
Excuse me, Mr. Weeb.
are like in charge of the camp, and he wasn't in charge of my son, but he made a point to come over and say hi.
Oh, okay.
And
is his middle name the same as yours?
Everything.
True Junior.
but yeah, but he actually
You're not
doesn't.
a junior, right?
No, he actually doesn't have a suffix on the end.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's kind of the talk of the place.
How are your parents doing?
Oh,
Are they in health? My
they're
dad
good.
died.
They're old and grouchy, so I guess they're doing normal.
Yeah.
Hey Steve, what's going on? We're at Arcade Expo.
Yeah.
How's everything going too? What brought you out here?
Well, the annual Kong Off 6. I missed the Kong Off 5, but came back and had a good time. I played better than I thought I would. I didn't play it for 2 years, but I was able to play well, and I got to near kill screen in the first round of the bracket. And my competitor Dan, Doc, played his heart out, and he got me by about 30,000. He got to a kill screen, and I barely missed, but that was a good time. So I'm rooting for all these. There's 4 players left. Should be a good final.
Who do you think is going to win it?
We'll have to pick Robbie Lakeman, but you never know. I guess with how things can go in Donkey Kong, things can go south in a hurry.
All right. I've always had an opinion about you that you are one of the guys from the old age, right?
Yep.
You haven't played in a while, but the whole Donkey Kong thing brought you back into the scene. And I was like, but you don't really see Steve Wiebe attend a lot of these events. But I'm starting to find out that I see you here more and more because this is my second Kong. I saw you in Kong Off, what was it, 2 or 3?
I was in both of those.
And I saw you in one of them, and then I see you here. So
yeah, I don't run from the events. I'm here most of the time. But last year my father was sick, so I couldn't be here.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you come out, support the scene, play and enjoy your time. So
thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks a lot. Triforce.
Talk to you later. Say hi, Sean.
Hello, Sean Vincent here, and I'm from Sacramento, California. At least I really am a great gamer. So I just play every Nintendo game, and I just play Blah 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 was my favorite, and I play Bust-A-Move, and every Bust-A-Move games are one of my favorites as I'm a Bust-A-Move champ. I like every game like Bust-A-Move 2, 3, 4, the Super Bust-A-Move 1 and 2, Ultra Bust-A-Move on Xbox, and even Bust-A-Move Bash on Wii, and more.
So you like a lot of the games that have bubbles in it?
Yeah.
Is that your score right there?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a good score. $2 million and change. Okay, so you've been here. Which contests are you partaking in?
I've just been doing for Sid Seattle for the high score challenge tournament.
Oh, you are, okay. In Bubble Bobble, has anyone beaten your score in this competition?
Well, yeah, but no one ever reached the 1 million.
Oh, no one's reached the 1 million.
Yeah.
But you got 2.
That's right.
Oh, good stuff. Good. Let me get your favorite pose, your famous pose. Where's your glasses?
Okay, sure.
All right, let me get that pose. All right, Robbie, so the tournament's over.
Yep.
As you said earlier, you hope to see yourself in the finals. You are now the back-to-back Donkey Kong Off world champion, and then also the world record holder. Give me some words. Come on, man.
There's a lot of words that could describe this right now, but there's a lot of emotion and fatigue and lack of nutrition. So, but no, it's a great feeling. Going to the finals and then coming out on top, it's a great feeling, and it never gets old for sure.
Are you going to join the greats like Michael Jordan and go for a three-peat?
I hope so. I hope so next year.
All right, thank you, Robbie.
Yeah.
Great watching you play.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.